Care of let me adjust and switch on to the recording, and then we are good to go. Again, I like to present the teachings in a different way so that we can progress and move ahead. Suggest me some cats, John. So I will also be happy. Uh, so the journey of permanent peace and happiness, love, truth, and wisdom is all about self-discovery. So when we embark on a journey of the self-discovery, I should ask one question: am I ready to change? Change means what? Am I ready to change the way I think, the way I speak, and the way I act in my daily life? Because my thought, speech, and action are governed, dictated by the mind, and we have never taken care of this mind. You have more than 200 products to redefine your body, to shine your body. We have not a single product to take care of this mind. Whether this mind that expresses thought, speech, and action, which is coming from peace and happiness within. And if not, why? So we have to take support of the truth. The truth cannot be falsified. It cannot be destroyed. Truth is independent of any teaching, any master, any book, any expression. You know, the mind must focus on this sentence that truth cannot be falsified nor destroyed. It cannot be an alternative truth. Do you remember during elections? The truth cannot be alternative. And see how simple it is. Mouse, this is a mouse, cannot be falsified. You are a boy, cannot be falsified. You are a girl, you cannot be falsified. By convention, we know. A convention means by the tradition, we know. You are a boy and you are a girl. It is a mouse, it's a monitor. Same way, this truth cannot be falsified by age, gender, time, place, country, color, history. Doesn't matter the boy is black or white or wheatish. Boy is boy. You see how our masters express it. So that truth is existence. It is here and now, cannot be destroyed. So we have superimposed our false opinion, ideas, habits over the truth that is existence, and that is why we are suffering. doesn't matter. Does not matter who wrote this truth, when the truth is written, where it is written. Doesn't matter whether it is written in the Himalayas or it is written on the terrain or in the desert. We have to think in that way. Our thinking must change. I want to discover the truth. That means I want to discover my real self. You see, even my role is reduced to zero. Truth is truth. Whether I speak or you speak, you express or I speak, I express. Truth is truth, cannot be falsified. That is one thing to be understood. We are searching, we are in the journey of searching that truth. Second thing is that truth is one but has many expressions. My master says that aware, you become aware of this truth, you become aware of this truth. My master says you become aware of this truth as peace. So you wake up in the morning, you are in peace. You are talking, you are in peace. You are acting, you are in peace. You are living in relationship, you are in peace. You are living singly, you are in peace. You are living with a cat, you are in peace. You are not living with a cat, you are still in peace. So he says the moment you discover that state and condition of wherever you are, first is the peace, rest follows, whether it is a thought or speech or action. Are you getting it? In that process, the truth is not falsified. You do not understand better, so that you will listen to it again. And if you understand, listen again, so that your mind becomes free from the doubt. Now ask yourself, am I ready to find the truth? Yes. So, for example, you don't know chemistry. Can you explain what is H2O? What is H2SO4? So simply by saying that I'm ready to find the truth will not work, I have to qualify. See that? Simple. I have to qualify. What is this qualification in the journey? Take an example. I gave that example many a times. I want a driving license to drive. I should know the rules of the road. Means something outside. And I should have a skill of the driving. Am I right? Do I have the skill inside to find the truth? Do I follow the discipline outside? No, I follow the discipline in my own way. It will not work. Why it will work? H2O, you say, no, this is not H2O, this is N2O. It will not work. My mind should not interfere into fundamental principles. Am I right? America drives on the right side. You say, no, I will drive on the left side. You don't follow the rules of the road. We have 1 million excuses in finding in the journey of the self-discovery. I will do it tomorrow. Why you should do it tomorrow? Why don't you do it regularly without break? Now, today I'm not feeling good. That is the mind is saying. You have to take over the mind. That is the rules of the road. He said, okay, today let me relax, take a drink, get intoxicated, forget everything, and then I will search my real self tomorrow. It will not work. That's why it's not working. My honey is crazy. No, it will not work. You stop the mind. Blaming, complaining anyone. It will not work. Your mind must stop. I have to follow the rules of the road. Am I clear? Subjective skills, objective discipline. Subjective skill. I know the driving. Rules of the road is to drive on the right side. There is no problem. So if I'm not qualified, you will find this pure guy talks beautifully. And if I talk beautifully, it doesn't matter to you unless you follow it. Do you see that? If you really understand, it motivates you, it inspires you. No, I am not going to leave the practice on it. Even single day, come what may, even if I'm tired. Why? You are tired, you do the practice, you'll be relaxed. And you blame, no, I'm tired, so I will do the practice tomorrow. It means what? You forgot the rules of the road, which should have given you relaxation, commitment. That is what makes you a seeker. Third point, then what we are searching. Master declares we are searching absolute existence, consciousness, bliss. That is one way to say. Other way to say we are searching the real self is of the nature of permanent peace, happiness, love, and wisdom. Third expression, we are just finding what is this pure consciousness. Fourth expression, I just want to live, speak, and act in permanent peace and happiness. Pick up any. I avoid saying that we will search the God within us because the God has a different meaning for us. So leave that. Understand. Fourth point. We started that truth cannot be falsified. Truth cannot be falsified means what? I told you it means it is not dependent on where the truth is discovered, in what condition, who is speaking. Doesn't matter. Truth cannot be falsified. It is same in all the condition. Second, we point that who is going to find the truth? You. Who is you? You are a seeker. If you are not a seeker, forget about it. Then you will say, oh, this guy speaks, good. Anyhow, I'm wasting money, precious money. You never think that you are wasting hundreds of dollars in drinks and pleasures. No, 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 that is my pleasure. Come on. You don't understand. No, you do not understand. You are not a seeker. That attitude is required. Now, the fourth point about the human race, you see that? I pick up these points, make you understand through the points. As a human being, because of the intellect I have, I want to know. Sophie, what he was speaking about me, I want to know. What is happening to the Ukraine and Russia war? What is happening to the Trump? What is happening to the body? I go to the doctor. I want to know. Knowing. That is the greatest gift given to us by the existence. I want to know. What I want to know? Oh, that restaurant serves very good food. I will try that. I don't want to go beyond that point. You already have a lot of thoughts. When this, I want to know my real self, you are a seeker. You want to, you know the moons, you know the Mars, whether the water is there or not, it will not help you. It doesn't make any difference in your attitude. So the fourth point is, I want to know who am I. Why? Because if I want to know that who am I, all my wrong notions and misunderstanding in my thought, speech, action will drop. Do you agree? You should agree. Say yes. John says no. My opinion is different. Opinion does not matter. Opinion is based on the wrong understanding. I told you that this guy, young guy, is 6 feet 7 inches. He drives one of the most expensive car. He has the beautiful house. He earns a lot of money. He's my private client. Last year, early. I'm scared. I said, why you are scared? I don't want to go out. Why you don't want to go out? No, I have not taken a COVID vaccine. I'm not interested. Why you are not interested? He said, it's my opinion. I said, what about the opinion and the truth? Can you differentiate between your opinion and the truth? What is the truth? What the science says? Have you heard about Fauci? Fauci says you must take it. So why your opinion takes over the science and the knowledge? Next week, he took the vaccine and he said, I have taken it. I said, thank yourself that you have bypassed your opinion. So, fourth point, if I know, I know my mind must be inspired, motivated to know who am I, when, where, 24 hours, where, when you are with honey and not with your honey, when you are with your cat and not with your cat, when you are earning money, you're not earning money. The mind must be present. Oh, who am I? Fourth point. See that? It's a beautiful, this teaching comes from the beautiful text. And this text has only more than 500 million copies, maybe approaching, not 500, 700 million copies in 30 languages. It doesn't matter unless you study and understand from the commentators who were great masters. The moment I know who am I, you see that, you realize the truth is that you cannot get rid of the stress. You will start living into peace. You know that. And if you know that you are of the nature of permanent peace, there will be no stress. Why? Because the truth cannot be falsified. Go to the first one. Done? Understood that point? Come to the fourth point. So what is the difference between the discovery of the science and this self-discovery? We should understand that point. If we do not understand, then it will be a problem. Fifth one. When we say discovery, invention by the science, their discovery is of the material science. They do all kinds of discoveries except the discovery of who am I. That is why we have to follow this tradition. They don't know anything. Tell me if there is any science of who am I. Tell me, which science is there? Physics, chemistry, astronomy, zoology, biochemistry, neurophysiology. They talk about the brain only. My focus is who am I? Science search, who am I not? So that we can use it for our comfort. But the Eastern wisdom discovers who am I? I have to follow that discipline. Can you find who am I in the matter? In the moon, Mars, rocket? You cannot find who am I. So only one place is left to search who am I is within me. So there the master puts a beautiful argument. In the material world, my friend, the matter cannot know itself and cannot know others. This mouse, I'm holding the mouse in my hand. The mouse does not know whether it is in the hand of this beard guy. It does not know itself. So whatever is the matter, the material world is unconscious, cannot know. This cannot help me to know who am I. Why? Because we are conscious. That's the biggest difference between the discovery and the self-discovery. The way I did a lot of research studies, I have a lot of papers published on asthma and stress and anxiety and diabetes, the effect of these so-called yoga practices on stress, on the physiology, and biochemical changes. So in scientific discoveries, you have a protocol, you have the instruments, you observe, you collect the data, and ultimately you apply the statistics, put the reasoning, what is known as deduction, and ultimately you find the conclusion, and your research paper is published exactly the same way. We have a different protocol. We have a different protocol to embark on a journey of the self-discovery. And that protocol starts with the discernment, the power of discernment. Discernment means that I must separate what is matter and what is consciousness. We switch on the computer starts, and you see the monitor, the interface, and that's why we are having a virtual session. Can you say that this computer is alive, conscious? No, it is not conscious. It's purely a material science. By default, you put the chip in, it works. It is not conscious. Because we are conscious human being, we have to separate what is matter and what is not matter, what is consciousness. So we use the power of discernment, that is the power of intellect. You, through the consciousness. No, I don't agree with you. You know, the same guy, like the same guy, I have an opinion, so you have a different opinion. I'll give you another example. And try to understand how far the science really has helped us to find the truth that cannot be falsified. From where you are born? I'm born from the parents, okay. Very good. And from where the parents are born? You are not able to find the ultimate cause of your birth. You will land up in confusion whether egg is before or the chicken is before. Find out how much the science has helped me to understand what is the ultimate cause of my birth. No, you don't understand. It's a semen and the egg from my parents. Very good. I like it. I like your answer. It's a fair answer, you know. But I want to know how the same matter is expressing as an eye, nose, mouth. Matter is the same behind. Carbohydrate, protein, matter, it's the same. In you and me. Or is your matter inside the skin is different? It's the same carbohydrate, John. Same protein. So first question is that how that, don't tell me it is DNA. DNA is also matter. So how that DNA that contains the same matter created the eye, which is totally different from my ears, totally different from my nose, totally different from my tongue. How? Science has no answer. Tell me if the science is an answer. They know what a mango is, mango tree, which species. But can you create mango tree? You can have a hybrid. which the mango is already existing. So you created a hybrid. Orange, we have always, a lot of orange trees here and the lemon trees. Did you understand what I'm pointing to? Do we really understand the ultimate cause? Science does not know it. And that is what Eastern wisdom helps us to know, the ultimate cause, so that we find out who am I. That is the journey of the Eastern wisdom. So look at it, think about it. These 4 and 5 points, and allow these thoughts to live in your mind while living your daily life. Any thought springs in your mind, just ask yourself from where this thought has come. The way you express your behavior and attitude, from where it has come. Live as if you are living in an unknown world, not by your opinion and the judgment that you have. Why? That will make the mind free. And that freedom of the mind will help you. The last point, scientists have created big equipments, big machines like mouse and big sophisticated. They cannot enter into it. Now our master says that consciousness is the ultimate reality, cannot be falsified, creates and enter into what it creates. That is why we have to find that real self inside us. Did you get it? Yes, I got it. Yes?
Can you repeat it, please?
Yeah.
Can you repeat what you just said?
Scientists created the mouse, but the scientists cannot enter into the mouse. Scientists created the satellite, but they cannot enter into the satellite. So, what happens in Eastern wisdom says the very first principle, that consciousness, the existence, is nothing but the consciousness. It creates and enters into what it creates. So it created Sophie and entered into it. It created me, it entered into it. Created this beard guy, entered into it. It created John, it entered into it. So it means that consciousness is a common factor. We have to search that consciousness in order to find the real self. No, no. How can you say that consciousness is entered? That's why you're asking the question. You're asking the question because you are conscious. And that comes from your consciousness. You want to know. It is because of consciousness. You speak because of consciousness. You think because of consciousness. You say, I will go to the restroom because of consciousness. Why you are always talking of the restroom? That's a fact. Big difference. Science creates, cannot enter into what it creates. And that existence creates and enter into everything, whatever it has created. So it is not the mouse, but it is within the mouse. It is not the body, but it is within the body. It is not the mind, but in the mind. It is not the thought, but in the thought. It is not in the emotion, but in the emotion, without which I cannot express my emotion, feeling, thought, body, etc. So I have to find that consciousness. That is what the real self is. Can you deny you are not conscious? Can anyone deny? That is what I said. The truth cannot be falsified. I started with take the first principle. Close your eyes.